Hello there, I'm Luco, and today I wanted to show off Devil May Cry 5, the demo currently, and give a little review and a showcase of it. At first, I'm basically just going to be showing off the gameplay, but I will be giving my, feedback and opinions on the game. I'll also give you a simple rundown quickly, just now, to show you how I feel about this, and then I can go into more detail. At the moment, I absolutely love this game. I honestly think if you like Devil May Cry, even if you don't, even if you haven't played a game before from the series, I think you should definitely try it. I honestly love this game already, and I'm definitely pre-ordering it. I'm definitely getting the special edition as well, the deluxe edition, sorry. Because this is honestly great fun. It's wonderful. And I honestly think this will be one of the best in the series. From what has been shown so far, and everything that is currently happening with it, I honestly think this will be great. And even just by this demo, this is great. Now, of course, I don't want to fall into, like, immediate hype. I mean, there could still be a ton of chance for this to go wrong and such. But, I honestly want to trust Capcom because, to be honest, Capcom hasn't really let me down before, you know? They have had, like, bad games, like games that haven't gone immensely well. But, to be honest, I still even enjoyed those. Even with Resident Evil 6 and Resident Evil 5. There was still fun to be had, you know. Capcom have tried, to be fair. And in my opinion, none of the Devil May Cry games have been, like, terrible. When it comes to Devil May Cry, the DMC reboot, yeah, they fucked up the story. They ruined the characters, and it wasn't the best, but the gameplay was still phenomenal. They showed they can make amazing gameplay, and still somewhat of a story. Alright, like I said, I'm just going to show off the gameplay, and then, whenever I need to, I will chime in. Okay. So to sort of add to this, already I'm very impressed. This game looks absolutely fucking amazing. It runs really smoothly as well. I haven't had any actual, like, problems running it. It's really smooth. You know, from what I saw from the start as well, this seems to also run on the RE engine. The same one that they're using, their own specially created engine that they're using for the Resident Evil 7. And as we know, that definitely went well. Oh, don't you dare disappear, you bastard. No. Ah! I should have paid attention to him. I was just too busy batting these guys up. Thank you. Also, another nice feature that they've added to this demo, because I don't know if they're going to be permanent. These could still be upgrades like Devil May Cry 4. Because in Devil May Cry 4, the swiper ability like that, and also other abilities such as the whole stretched out arm, the you know what I mean, the Devil Bringer, like I honestly can't remember the name now, because they named it something different in this. Ooh, no, don't want to do that. Let me check. Because they've given you upgrades to start with, like the air hike, obviously. You have the speed automatically, so this doesn't go very slowly as well, so you don't have to walk around at a snail's pace. And then there's Wire Snatch, but they've also added Wire Snatch 2, which is an upgrade, so clearly they have given some upgrades here. Also, that was it, Wire Snatch. So like I said, I'm pretty sure these won't be given to you, like, automatically at the start, but it is definitely a nice addition to have these available at the start.
There's something to this place.
Also, once again, they still have the X charge with Nero's sword. Oh god. Now, while I am collecting all of these red orbs and such, there is actually, like, no need to. Because, sadly, you can't get upgrades in this, which... I say sadly, but of course it is a good idea. It leaves the mystery to it. To know about all the new upgrades which they've added. If they definitely have, of course. I would imagine so. But honestly, I'm sort of trusting Capcom on this. I believe they're going to do a really good job with this, because from this demo already, I'm really impressed. They're definitely doing a better job than Bethesda right now. I think we can all agree on that. Also, another quick mention there, that room, it clearly has some, like, red orbs available, but there's nothing to actually get in there, like, you can't actually go in, it just teleports you up automatically. So I'm guessing that's a story room at some point. Well, some sort of story element or something, which, of course, isn't meant to be seen yet. A nice thing, which adds a little more variety than the Devil Bringer from the last game in Devil May Cry 4. Oh, Jesus. Is also the fact that you can have multiple, like, abilities and arms. To start with, they've given us Gebra and... Oh, I don't remember what the other one was now. And I remember the name. I'll go into it. Ah, why you gotta do that? Come on. Thank you. Oh, why you gotta do that? Why did the kick miss? So honestly, this Gebra, which is all about, like, aerial combat and, like, shockwave and speed, honestly the most fun thing I've ever seen. Because it does have, like, a regular ability, like when you stand still, you can use this sort of shockwave attack. But when you move around, you get to do this awesome, like, shockwave sort of kick where you boost yourself around, which of course can be used for, like, movement and momentum, but also has the amazing ability of kicking the shit out of people, kicking them all around, kicking all demons and shit. It is so much fun. It's also really good for dodging as well, because not only does it, well, quickly move you out the way of enemies, so you can move out the way of attacks, but at the same time, it also hits them as you go by. Only problem with that, of course, they knew that, so smart decision, they added in a move called Scapegoat, which basically means when you click B, like using the ability, like as you get attacked, it will let you evade the attack, and sort of, but it will, like, damage your arm, and since they're very fragile, it can sometimes break your arm. So I guess smart move. You can't spam it or else you'll lose your arm. It makes sense. It's very nice. And of course, still, we have Blue Rose and also the Red Queen as well, which you can also charge, like in Devil May Cry 4, but of course, this time it's not quite as overpowered. And naturally, you also don't start the game with a charge, I'd imagine. I imagine that's still an add-on thing? Possibly, though. It might also be that you get this, which is why it's not as overpowered as in Devil May Cry 4. So if you play Devil May Cry 4, you'll know that the charge shot on the pistol is the most fucking OP thing in the world. Because you have to do is constantly evade and dodge and charge and all sorts, and then you can just keep shooting enemies with it and it just does way too much damage. So I guess it's good balancing. But either way, they all have different abilities, and also another feature is if you hold down B with each of the arms, they have their own like ultimate ability, I guess. Gerbera lets you do this big laser beam sort of thing, where you can shoot this continuous laser out. And then when you're in midair, you also shoot more like precise lasers out of your fingertips, which are able to ricochet off walls and do extra damage around the area. And then with the electrical one, it increases the power of like the big laser fist thing. It's like a weird electrical glove. It's basically the same as the Devil Brainer. But yeah, thank you very much, Ichigo. And over here, we also get our main introduction and chat with Nico, the sort of merchant of Devil May Cry 5. This is where you get all your upgrades and such, but as said, can't use any red orbs at the moment. Luckily though, you get 30,000 red orbs for playing the demo when you get to the full version apparently. Nice. Like I said, at the moment, can't buy any upgrades, but this just sort of gives you the introduction to her properly and where you'll be buying your stuff. So yeah, if we go to... If we go to the back of the van, it'll ask us to customize. You can call in Nico. So I'm guessing there'll be like telephone boxes around where you can call in Nico to arrive with you. Which I guess it is to replace the statues, which I do like because those have been in practically every game. I mean, of course it gets stale after a while, so it's nice to have a different change, I guess. And it also makes sense since she is the one that sort of provides him his gear and fixes up his arm. So yeah. As I said, not available in the demo, but we don't need upgrades. We're not doing too much anyway. Oh, and that was it. Fucking, where is it? Overture, that was it. A nice thing about this demo as well is also the boss they chose. It's not a super overwhelming boss. That I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, it's not a sort of boss that will, you know, spoil every other boss in the normal game. It's not the most overwhelming thing. They've got a simple boss, but they've executed it in a well-done way. They've given it a little bit of story, where he talks about this king and being more powerful than someone else. So it gives you a little bit of story element waiting for the game, while also adding in some classic Devil May Cry humour. But this boss is also a big brick. It has a lot of health. It's not specifically weak or strong against any of your attacks. So basically, this boss gives you a lot of time to swap and change to use each attack and ability you have been given. So, you know. It's a nice way to give you time, I guess. Like I said, I think it's executed quite well.
More like a knuckle-scrubbing fart man than anything else. No offense.
Also, this boss also has an element of difficulty and challenge as well as classic Devil May Cry. It's gotta have challenge, it's gotta be good. It's a Capcom thing, you know.
Cool trick. Hey, do you do parties?
So yeah, this is Goliath, the incandescent Colossus. He It's fun.
Yeah, maybe I will. Sorry, I'm about to do it.
Listen, I really like using the Gerber, and in this boss, it's also really useful. In my personal opinion, as I said, nothing is particularly strong or weak against him, but this is a good strategy to get around him, because he really swings around quite a lot. So, you know. Also, this is where that wire bound also comes in handy. Oh, there we go. Oh, also, as you may have seen on the roof before we came down, one of my arms actually broke because I was using the ability while he was swinging at me. As I said, that's the scapegoat ability, so I lost an arm to stop the damage, basically. So you have your evade, but as the evade isn't 100% useful. Well, of course it is useful, but you get what I mean. It's not always 100% solid. There's always a risk to it. You have to have good timing, or else you get screwed around. Oh no. Run. Oh no, okay, I've been grabbed. And now I'm stuck with ninja. Like I said, just still keep with wire bands, it's all good. Oh, also, I don't know if you may have noticed it earlier, a nice little feature is also... Ooh. A nice little feature that you can roll and shoot at the same time. Just pretty nice to be fair. Let's just aggravate him a bit. Come on. Come on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my. All of these abilities can be quite useful.
Says a mere team. How about we wrap this up?
Oh, let me just grab some health. Thank you very much. I said the boss isn't overly difficult, but it definitely has a nice element of challenge, so it's not too easy. Definitely good enough if you're a fan of Devil May Cry. Then you'll have fun with the... like I said, it's a decent level challenge, so even people who aren't overly good at Devil May Cry can still enjoy this demo. Honestly, this demo is a great lot of fun. I've played through it like 4 times now. This will be my 5th. Because I'm genuinely enjoying this that much. It's great fun. I wonder if I'll get a better or worse rank this time. Probably worse, because I've got some angles with a... End of this fight, I mean. With a style of it. Like I said, nice little bit of story to leave it off with. Ooh. Hey, got an A. I don't know if it's better or worse technically, because I did get an A, but I don't know exactly how many points I got. Either way, that was Devil May Cry 5. I hope you enjoyed, because I most certainly did. Devil May Cry is definitely back. So honestly, I can't recommend this enough. Like, if you like Devil May Cry, it's perfect. Even if you haven't played a game before, I definitely recommend either picking this up or even going back. Like, pick this up and the others. They're not overly expensive. They've been out for long enough, so you should definitely give them a try. honestly, all Devil May Cry games are wonderful, and this, I think, will be a good contender for best game of 2019 for next year if nothing too good comes up. So you know, good luck to Capcom. I really hope this goes well. Because honestly, I'm pre-ordering this. I'm getting the deluxe edition because this is outstanding. I love it, and I'm probably going to be playing this demo again. I'm not uninstalling it from my Xbox just yet. Because honestly, this was good. Alright, hope you enjoyed. I've been Fun Code. It was nice seeing you.